Okay, it's another day. We just got through last night at the doctor with Corbin. He had to have his oxygen checked and he had to have a breathing treatment of a nebulizer.
I just barely got a haircut.
Yeah, he just barely got a haircut yesterday. Anyways, I'm just cleaning up the house right now and the kids are all still sick. This one is hard. This is like, I mean, I've had colds that last like 3 days for the most part, like my whole life. But this one, like I still am a tiny bit congested. I'm feeling way, way better than I was before, but I'm like 2 weeks in, 2 weeks. And I feel like that doesn't normally happen. So, anyways, I'm having some leftover food. Last night we were gone all the way until like midnight. We went to a doctor at 8 p.m., close to 8 p.m., an instant care and then, or an urgent care, and then we had to go to a 24-hour pharmacy after that to pick up the things that they told us to get for Corbin. So we were out way late. So I'm still like, whenever I'm not here, I feel like messes just pile up really fast. So that's what I'm trying to fix right now. Kitchen's looking not too terrible. Just got a few more things I gotta clean up. I just made some pancakes for the kids. And they're all coughing and hungry. And so hopefully we can get them feeling a little bit better. And they're just watching Disney Plus, which is so much better for kids, by the way, than any of the other streaming things that we used to have. Well, the drama never ends. No, the sickness never ends. So I said earlier the kids are all getting sick now, and Corbin has always had respiratory problems. So he can't breathe very well, and right now he's just been coughing so much that he can't do anything. Barely even talk. So we're taking him into the doctor, and it's a instant care so that he can be seen tonight. Otherwise, I'm afraid it's not a super big emergency right now, but I know later if I don't take him like now, it probably will be later in the middle of the night when it's much more inconvenient for everyone and him. Plus he just can't breathe very well right now. So I'm guessing, because we've been into the doctor so many times with Corbin before, that they're gonna give him a nebulizer treatment or oxygen, just because he's been coughing so much and he's not stopping. So he's all right now. He's just coughing non-stop. And Max is happy, huh? But Max gets to come along for the ride because he always does. And Andrew's with us in the front, my brother Andrew, and Mom's in the front driving. And we're just gonna go see the doctor and see what happens with Corbin, huh? Do you think it's gonna be the same thing that they always do?
No, I don't think.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk. That makes it harder. Okay, see you in a little while. So they're watching DuckTales right now. And how are you feeling, Corbin?
I feel better from last night, but
Still not good.
Yeah, still not as good.
There's 2 things that are helping him right now that I really love, and I would suggest for anyone that has a sick kid. But one is I have the softest blanket I've ever felt in my life that I use all the time, and the kids always fight over, and I have 2 of them. And this is one of them right here. But it was actually from a FabFitFun box. And then the other thing that's helping him right now is oh, and it's super warm and soft and just honestly makes me want to sleep. And I've never had a blanket that makes me want to sleep. Okay, we're at the doctor's office. He's having a hard time breathing, so we're gonna get it all checked out. Hi, Max. That's you. That's you. Okay, we're in the doctor's office now. Corbin's cold, and I didn't even know, but somehow he has a 102 temperature. I wasn't even...
So that's why I was hot in the blanket. Oh. At the house, my back was burning when I had that blanket on.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely warm, but I just didn't realize you were that warm. Actually, I didn't even notice you had a temperature, and I felt your head earlier. I don't think you had a temperature earlier when I felt your head, and now...
I just felt him out in the office, and I felt like he was starting to get one, or a small one.
Yeah. But 102, that's like...
102
that's
is high. That's
a
pretty
high temp. That's not like 99, you know? Yeah. Hi, Max. He's so happy. He's just having the tiniest knife with this little thing on the wall. But Corbin's cold now and just wanting to lay down. He's very tired, doesn't feel good. So, not only that, but he's having a hard time breathing, and you can kind of see it in his chest just when he breathes. It's like he's doing it much differently. It's retracting or whatever is what they call it. Just...
I've been breathing like this for a pretty long time, and
yeah.
I don't know what to do to be able to breathe better.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're here. And hopefully you'll get a inhaler and be able to feel better and not be so sick. The other thing that is a total hack that I wish everybody knew about is at Walgreens you can get cough drop suckers, and they have good flavors. They're not like the cough drop flavor necessarily, but they help soothe their throat. And so Corbin they are like a dum-dum, like the size of a little dum-dum sucker. And
they're like purple colors and red colors.
Yeah, so anyways, if you have kids, those help so much. And they actually, I don't know, like some of the other cough drops are hot, you know. Oh, I got it. Here's the syrup. Okay, you have a pancake. Don't use too much syrup because I don't want you being sick for staying sick. Anyways, now I'm eating leftovers that I didn't really get to eat very much of yesterday. Got some pork and some sweet potatoes that are really yummy and pancakes. And it's noon and I'm eating early today. For the past few days I've been starting to eat at 4 p.m. I don't know why. I just don't think about it, and then I get sick and I'm like, why am I sick? Oh yeah, I haven't eaten anything today. I should probably eat. You okay, Corbin? What? You think you're okay?
Yeah.
It's so good that we're here, just and coughing to death, and he's not moving around.
I feel like I can't breathe.
You need to get a mask on.
I'm just worried about him.
Well, the thing is, usually other kids, if they have like a sickness, if they run around and play a lot, they do what he's doing. But he's not even running around and playing, he's just feeling that way without any work. So that's why I think it's good to come in, because he can't really do anything about it. At the doctor, that's right. At the doctor. At the doctor. Doctor. He's like, oh, ow, that actually hurts. He gets in these moods where his hands like go, what are you doing? At the doctor. Waiting for the doctor to come in so he can be seen at this point. That's why I'm not doing anything for his cough. I can't do anything for his cough. Max! Hi! Are you doctor? Doctor! Max! Max!
Cake. You gonna hit my hand? Have a cake? Remember this? Remember this.
He likes that. Doctor. He said Dr. Corbin.
I listened.
You okay?
I think.
Fucking my hand.
Oh, man.
His lips are blue. Having a hard time catching his. You gotta ask her.
His eyes are all
oximeter on him.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten very much sleep for 2 nights.
Just from what?
Last night and the night before
Were you
that.
coughing last night?
Yeah. And I couldn't sleep for until 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah. And then you got up early because James woke you up, right?
I haven't gotten very much sleep.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna contribute to you being sick, so we gotta get you to rest more.
Well, it's just I've been hurting, and 2 nights I was hurting a lot, and today James woke me up super early.
Yeah.
Super tired.
Yeah. You need to get some sleep tonight. Some good sleep, huh?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll get the medicine you need too, so that not only will you be able to sleep, but you'll be able to breathe.
This little kind of Q-tip, look. I'm just gonna put it up your nose and kind of swab it around, and then we'll do it on the other side, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna have you lay back for me, okay?
This is the test to see if you have the
Okay,
flu.
I'm just gonna do this and just hold really still for me, okay? I have to get up in there, isn't it? There we go. Sorry, buddy. There we go. Okay, all done. There we go.
Oh, that was super deep.
Yeah, I know. It's not very comfortable. All right.
Yeah.
Yep, so they'll know in about 11
It was
minutes,
also
okay?
tickling a lot.
It was tickling. At least it wasn't hurting, right?
Yeah. If I hurt that would probably be worse for me.
Yeah, it would be. Alright, well, it looks like he's starting to get tired. All that working out. Oh! Oh! Hi! Okay, so they looked at him and they said he has the flu, which is interesting because the doctor did not say Max had the flu. She said she thinks he has just an ear infection that gave him the fever. But if he's got a flu, would that mean that Max did have the
Max was throwing up.
He was throwing up, and they said they thought the throwing up and the ear infection was what gave him the fever.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe he did have the flu the whole time.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, it's just a guessing game unless they test him like they are with him.
that's true.
You know, the doctors can only guess. I mean, they're looking at symptoms and saying, okay, they've got this and this and this, so it must be this.
Yeah.
So they're doing their best, you know, judgment.
I'm gonna ask her. I want to ask her when she comes back in if she thinks that he also had the flu, and just gave it
He's getting
because
over it
our other doctor said, "Oh, I think he just has an ear infection, and that's what the throwing up and the fever's from, not the flu. She just thinks he had a cold and an ear infection, which gave him other symptoms." That's Max, though.
So did you have throwing up?
No, I didn't have throwing up. I did feel nauseous every now and then, but it was mostly because I wasn't getting enough food because I was too deathly ill to go up and get some. To get up and go get some. Anyways, at this point, they're testing him for the flu, and they're gonna probably give him a nebulizer treatment, which I am really glad for because he's having a really hard time breathing, and she said his throat is super irritated and red. And what else did she say? He's just got the fever.
See, he is breathing, even though he's sitting up. He's got the labor breathing right now.
Yeah.
Put a cotton ball. I'm gonna have you hold that for me really quick. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this just right in there.
I've never seen them do that before.
Yeah.
But I've always thought it's such a waste.
It is. It's kind of, yeah. And we were just talking about it outside. It's like, what's even the point? Because we always put a cotton ball in there anyways.
Yeah.
All right. You ready? Okay, so you guys can just let me know when everything's all out. The button's just here on the side, so we can just turn it off because it is kind of loud.
Okay.
Go ahead, okay.
Just breathe it.
And if you need anything, just let me know, okay?
It's gonna help with your coughing, so even though you're coughing, you need to have it in.
Just so this doesn't rock the entire
Oh, it's just
table.
all tangled up.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Thank you.
You bet, of course.
Don't keep it in your mouth. Even if you're coughing, you gotta keep it close by, as close as you can get it. If you have to take a break to cough, that's fine, but keep it blowing right in your mouth. Okay? This is a very typical experience for Corbin, huh? How many times do you think you've had to do this in your life? 2? It's been a lot more than that, but I guess that's as many as you remember, huh? He's had to do this, well, so many times. Just probably 100 times. Maybe 50 times, but still. No, just keep it in your, or maybe not 50. That's probably exaggerating too.
I'd say about 25.
Probably 25 times. Just keep breathing it in. Keep breathing it in. Okay? Yeah. Okay, they just came in and told us that the flu is not what he has, but he does have RSV. And with RSV, it usually doesn't affect kids his age, but because he has asthma, it's affecting him way worse than any other kids that get it at his age. Usually if kids get it at his age, it's basically just a cold. But because he's got asthma, it's just making it really, really difficult. I know, I'm moving over, but it's on my face perfectly. I'm just rocking him to try and calm him down. He's being crazy. So, Corbin is like a different child. Now that he has this, he's like, now that he got the nebulizer treatment, he's like so good, so happy. Yeah, his oxygen, it was at 89, now it's at 93. So he's doing way better.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting because you can tell once he starts to feel better, he's like, hey, can I play? Can I do this? Can I do that? And he's like jumping down and grabbing stuff. Like, and he wasn't able to do that. He wasn't even able to do that before. He was like,
I was tired because for like the last 3 days, I couldn't get sleep. The first day, I had my leg hurt so bad, I sat on the couch in Mom's room.
growing pains, yeah.
The second, I was coughing a lot. I didn't know what to do, so I just fell asleep eventually. And the next day, I fell
But we
asleep
reclined him, which was good because that helps with what he's
The next
going
day, I was laying down coughing a lot still, and I fell asleep at like 3 or 4. And then James woke me up at like 7 or 6.
through. Yeah, he needs more sleep. Huh? Okay, we are in the car. It is currently 10:45 at night. The kids are still in the car with me, and we are at a 24-hour pharmacy a few minutes ago. Put in a prescription for a nebulizer, which is like the cloud machine. That's what I like to call it, where it just puts albuterol basically into the air so that he can breathe it, and he just breathes it in. It's like a more in. What? Wow, that was nice. How did that happen?
Well, I went to use the restroom and then I heard Mom doing the order over the thing, and I was just like, then she's like, do they have any orange drink? And I was like, just Fanta. As I was like standing there. And then afterwards I was like, I'd like to pay for both of those orders.
That's great. Thank you.
Well, I let him know it was our family. Too.
Yeah.
I was like, it's my family.
That's great. That made my day. I was already filming when he did it. That's great. So, that's really nice. Yeah, that's great. It's been a long night. So anyways, Corbin is okay right now, but he needs water. He doesn't have an appetite. He needs water. He's been coughing. He just needs something to clear it out. Oh yeah. Well, we have stuff at home he can have too. But anyways, whew, what a night. And we have to go to the pharmacy still. We dropped it off, now we have to pick it up in about 20 minutes, and hopefully that we can get the whole nebulizer machine, the exact same thing they had at the doctor's office. And you know what? We used to have one of those and we lost it, and then we've spent tens of thousands of dollars at the hospital since with when we were like out of town. Corbin had to go to the doctor multiple times, and James did too, and if we had a nebulizer we wouldn't have had that happen. So now we'll finally have it again, and that will help so much in just making sure the kids are good. Plus tomorrow I'm pretty sure James is gonna just start having as hard of a time as Corbin, because they're so close to each other in their asthma and like what they can go through. So I'm crossing my fingers that it's not as bad, but if it is, then we'll at least have the nebulizer that we can take care of it the right way from the beginning.
When we were kids, just hanging at the playground, when all we hear is, hey, turn your